This is Carl at National RV Detroit, and I'm going to walk through this 2018 Forester by Forest River. It's model 2421. Let me start on the door side at the rear here. So you see you have a storage compartment here. You have a power awning, of course. Now inside this compartment, there's another compartment at the back. You can see the door right here. And that's where you handle your winterization. That's where you would install your filter into the canister there. You got a winterizing hose already attached to kit. Okay. And of course, there's one on the east side, but there's a ride right helper springs right here. Fitting for it. There's one on the other side also. This is just the access panel for servicing your refrigerator right here. Of course, that's the vent for the furnace. You have a quick hookup here for LP, so you can use a quick connect hose and attach, you know, a low appliance LP let me say this again. A low pressure appliance that runs on LP, you can attach it right there, whether it's a grill or a griddle or whatever you have. Okay. This is where they would fill your propane. Just so you know, in case you don't know, this is where they fill it right here. This is the master valve to turn it on and off going to your coach. This is a bleeder valve they use to bleed it off, and that's a sensor so you can check the levels inside your trailer. Okay. This is the outside of your water heater here. As you can see, it's drained. This motorhome is winterized, so it's ready for the winter. But if you can see, this is the cap here, and it goes right in there. Right now, the water heater is drained, and also this is a pressure release valve here. Always remember to let it cool down before you release any pressure or take the drain plug out or anything like that. But the switches to operate it are inside. This hookup is just in case you want to get a solar panel to charge your battery. It just plugs in right there. Okay, the chassis part of the coach, they'll go over with you a bit when you pick it up. We'll just mainly go over the house part. So you have a ladder built in, which is good. So because you can easily get up there to inspect your roof. You want to go up there every 90 days or so. Figure in this climate, you'd go up once in the spring, once in the middle of the summer, once in the fall. You go up there, have someone else go up there, whatever. The idea is to check all the seals and seal it on the roof and make sure it's good and tight and there's no cracking or separation, okay? And when you do see that, which you will someday, you get it taken care of immediately. You don't have to redo the entire roof. You just do that area. Just make sure it's done correctly, okay? Of course, you can tow with this, and it's got a 7-way back here. You have a backup camera right there. All right. This is your water station here. So, let me get down here. Obviously, your dump hose goes right on here. The dump hose is located in this compartment here. And so this is your black tank valve here, and your gray tank valve there. Basically, what you're going to do is you're going to dump the black tank first. The black tank is toilet water and waste. So you dump that first by pulling the valve out like so. Then you'll dump the gray second. You only do that because the gray is cleaner water than the black and it'll wash out the hose. So the gray is sink and shower water. Like I said, the black is toilet water and waste. So you dump the cleaner water second. To hook up your water, this is the city water hookup right here. So you just hook your hose on there and you're all set. You'll pressurize the whole trailer. Now this right here is the black tank flush. Let me open it up for you. Just a regular hose fitting. So at the dump station, after you dump the black and gray tank, you can open the gray tank valve and then hook this hose up to here and turn on the water. It'll spray out the inside of the tank, clean off the sensors, that sort of thing. It's a really good thing to do because, like I said, the main thing is that besides cleaning it, obviously, it also cleans off the sensors. So you'll get a good, reliable reading at your monitor panel. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, and this is just a hot and cold water, just a sprayer. Back here, We're still in the process, oops, I'm sorry about the camera work. We're still in the process of cleaning it up here, so it's a little dirty, but we're working on it right now. I told you the assist right here is the other side is right here for it, the other fitting, so you can fill it there. Of course, that's your gas tank. Also, the generator draws from this tank also. Okay. You have a 30 amp, 30 foot power cord right here. This here is just campground cable through to the inside of the trailer. Alright. This trailer has a generator, which is in here. Let me get this over on left here, which is right here. You can pull the panel off and use the controls to run it from out here, but generally speaking, you'll just run it from the inside, which I'll show you when we get in there. Okay. Let me look just a minute here. This also has a stabilizer system on it by Lippert. See, that's one of the rear rams right there. There's 2 rear rams. Okay. That's the exhaust for your generator right there. And then you have 2 front rams also, if you can see it. Right there. Now to operate that, you have to have the emergency brake on. And on this one, I believe the ignition has to be powered. So we'll check that out when we get in there. Okay. So underneath this top step here is where your house battery is at. So you can see there's the latch. This step just flips up. This is the master switch to turn your house power on and off. Okay. This is the electronic leveler right here. It won't even work right now because we're not powered on and the emergency brake's not on. So keep that in mind. Basically, it'll auto level. It has a little digital readout here, so you can scroll through the options if you want to use it manually, or you operate them independently. If you want to retract, whatever you want to do, there's a retract button, for example. You would just scroll to the area that you want and then push enter. To auto level, you just push the auto level button, okay? And these are to operate the jacks independently. Inside on top of it is the LP gas and carbon monoxide monitor. It should always be green. It's going on a self-test right now. Here comes another one. Okay, and that's it. So obviously if it goes off, it's either detected propane or carbon monoxide, so you take everybody outside, shut the gas off at the valve that I just showed you outside, and figure out what's going on, okay? All right. So of course you have a bunk up here with a TV, and this cushion will actually come forward and cover up this U-shaped cutout here. You can hang the ladder right on it. You can see there's the ladder hooks there. Okay. You got a radio here with you play CDs and DVDs. You can stream off this USB right here. You can stream wirelessly with Bluetooth from your phone or your tablet. You have different zones, speaker zones inside and outside. So there's a lot you can do with it. This is your master control panel here. Okay. So you see you have My RV, which is just basically stuff you can read, and some videos maybe. Awning, the generator, the lighting, the monitor panel, and the slide outs. So the monitor panel, you can turn the electric water heater on and off, the gas water heater on and off, the water pump on and off, and the tank heater on and off, okay? And then you can measure the levels. Like it says, the LP right here is 88% full. All the rest of your levels are empty, your black tank, your fresh tank, or gray tank, and it'll slide over and graduate upwards as they fill, okay? Pretty basic stuff. Operate your slides. Here's just your 2 slides right there, pretty basic. Awning's the same way, of course. Never leave your awning out unattended. You're always going to want to roll it in when you're not going to be at the campsite. For your lighting, you turn everything on just by going like that, which I just did, or do them independently if you want. The generator, it's going to auto start basically, so we'll go over that when you get here, but it's pretty self-evident. And just remember, you have to change the oil. I'm not sure exactly on this one when you have to change your first oil, do your first oil change, I should say. We will either one of our guys will know that, or it'll be in your paperwork anyway. But I know that's important. The first oil change is really important. Okay. All right. So that's that. So that's basically it for the monitor panel. It's all pretty simple. It's basic stuff. Okay. So you have a microwave, which works like any other microwave. There's nothing unique about it. You have got your vent, fan, and light. You have a cooktop stove here, and I think the LP's on. We'll see here. Maybe shut it off. No, it's on. I just don't have that turned on enough. There we go. So you just spark it by turning this knob clockwise. Now the oven, there's a pilot light all the way at the back down there. I can spark it so you can see it. Hopefully you can see that sparking down there. So what you're going to do is you want to light that pilot light. So you come up here to the awning knob, you go to the picture of the flame, which means pilot, and you depress it and hold it. Then with your left hand, you're going to turn this clockwise and spark it. As you do that, this pilot light will light. Once you see it light, you continue to hold this depressed for another 10-15 seconds so it heats up. Then you go to operating temperature, and it cycles on and off like an oven does. But when you shut it off, the flame goes out, obviously, but so does the pilot light. So you have to relight the pilot light each time you use the oven. Excuse me. This is a gas absorption refrigerator. It works on 110 AC power or LP gas. So on and off is right here, right? And then you want to go to auto. The reason you go to auto is because auto basically means it's electricity takes parameters, so it'll always search for electricity first and use it if it finds it. If it doesn't, it'll switch over to gas automatically. So that's why they call it auto, but basically it means electric. Now if you have a power failure at the campground, for example, you're running on electricity, it'll automatically switch over to gas for you so you don't spoil your food. You can also run it on gas just by going like this, but if you're not plugged in, it will light on gas anyway. Okay, let me see here. The only thing to know about this is the thermistor right here. So you want this to go up as high as it goes, about like that, till the wire is kind of taut. Basically, the higher you go with that, like the sticker shows, the cooler it gets in the fridge. So you're going to have it up pretty much all the way. Occasionally when it's cold outside you can back it off, but almost always it's going to be up all the way, okay? Alright, so here we have furnace. There we go. So you set the temperature here. It's pretty straightforward. There's a timer for it. It works like I said, it works like a regular. You can set level or temperature like a regular thermostat, but it also has additional features. You run on fan, heat, dry or cool. For example, there goes the air conditioner, right like that. You can probably hear it kick on. So you control all your climate stuff right here. Still, it works just like any other one. It's just push button instead of analog. Same thing though. These are all your remotes here. You get quite a few of them. This one is for your roof vent, your powered roof vent up here, for example. So you don't have to climb up there or anything. You just use the remote for it. This one's for your radio, for example, TV remotes, and this one is I believe it's this panel here. Let me try it. Oh, I should have said it because maybe I don't know if he's got the batteries in it or not. Let's see. Anyway, this I believe this is for this. I should know exactly, but I'm sorry I don't. We'll find out for you. I have to check the batteries in it, see what's happening, but it looks like that duplicates that. It's got the sleep, the timer, furnace, the different mode, so you can set the temperature up and down. I think that's what this is. Okay. Of course, your table, you can pull the pole out, the post out, and put the top down and fill in the space with the cushions, and you can make this into a bed here. Then you have this slide room also that goes out and it's a bed. This device down here is a power converter. It converts 110 AC to 12 volt DC. So that's where you get your DC power from. Also, as long as you're plugged in, it'll keep your batteries charged. Alright. Toilet works like any other RV toilet. The thing to remember is you can't use it dry. The black tank is directly below, it dumps directly into the black tank. So your black tank's empty, you've pulled into a campground, you hook up the power and water. And so when you come in here, before you can use this toilet, you have to put a dose of chemical in here, which is whatever brand you use. You'll read the directions and put one dose right in the bowl. Then you step on the foot pedal here, the flush pedal, right, and it'll flush. There's no water hooked up right now, but water will come swirling out. And as long as you stand on the pedal, water will keep going into the black tank. So you want to put about a gallon or so into the black tank along with the chemical before you start using it. That's important, okay? You'll only not do it once because the smell is really bad, and you can see what I'm talking about. So you always want to have water and chemical in there when you start using it. Alright, this is a GFCI. All the plugs in the trailer, inside or out, are wired through a GFCI, so keep that in mind always. You have to reset them inside. Your shower works like any other shower, so that's all pretty much the same. Just remember, you got a fan up here, and you want to run the fan with the shower so you can pull the humidity out, because these are built very tightly these days, and you don't want to create a climate where mold or mildew can grow. So you've got just a storage over here. It's a lot of storage actually, and you have a closet here, of course. All right. Okay, let's see what else we have here. Up front here, like I said, I'm not really going to go over this. They can do that for you when you get here, but the emergency brake has to be on for the stabilizers to work, for example, and you always have to turn the power on. So you put the key in there, turn the power on. Let me see what we have here. Just a typical dashboard that you would see in any vehicle. Your radio has a lot of different features. Let me see. I don't have the power on at this point. Okay. So anyway, you've got all the typical features. It's a touch radio, touch panel, and all that. You can set the different modes, and you can also see your backup camera through here. You got an option of having Sirius XM radio for you have to pay a monthly fee. Obviously, it's like $9 to $25 depending on what package you get. That sort of thing. Okay. Okay. USB. You can stream off USB. So nice, very nice. Okay, well, I think that about covers it for this basic introductory walkthrough video. This is your antenna here, so it spins. It does not go up and down, so you can just rotate it to fine-tune it if you want. Okay. Other than that, I think I've pretty much covered everything. I'm looking around here. Yeah, it looks pretty good. So, okay. Well, I want to thank you for purchasing your motorhome here at National RV Detroit. And remember what I told you about inspecting the seals on your trailer. You want to do that every 90 days. That's very important when you own an RV or a travel trailer. So make sure your RV is inspected on a regular basis. Okay? Thank you.